If you are over 60, what you eat may be quietly shaping the health of your arteries in ways most people never realize. What if I told you that some fruits you've trusted your entire life could actually be working against your circulation, while others can help restore flexibility, improve blood flow, and even protect your heart? Because here's the truth. Not all fruits are created equal after 60. Some overload your system in ways your body no longer handles efficiently. Others deliver compounds your arteries desperately need, but almost nobody uses them correctly. And one of the fruits on today's list, often labeled healthy, has been linked to subtle vascular stress in older adults when consumed the wrong way. After 60, your body changes. Your blood vessels lose some of their natural elasticity. Nitric oxide production declines. Circulation becomes less efficient. And your ability to process sugar, even natural sugar, shifts more than most people realize. This means that what once felt harmless can now place quiet pressure on your arteries, while the right foods can do the opposite. So today, we're going to break this down clearly. First, the 4 fruits you should be careful with, or even avoid, after 60. And then, the 4 fruits that can actively support your arteries, improve circulation, and help your body function more efficiently. Let's begin with the ones that may be doing more harm than good. Number 1. Fruit juice. The first fruit to avoid is fruit juice. And yes, this one surprises almost everyone, because most people still believe that fruit juice is healthy. It's made from fruit, after all. It feels natural. It tastes refreshing. But after 60, your body does not respond to fruit juice the same way it does to whole fruit. When fruit is turned into juice, something critical is removed: fiber. And fiber is not just a side component. It is what slows down sugar absorption, stabilizes blood glucose, and protects your blood vessels from sudden spikes. Without fiber, fruit juice becomes a concentrated sugar delivery system. It enters your bloodstream quickly. It raises blood sugar sharply. And that spike can trigger inflammation inside your arteries. In one clinical study published in the British Medical Journal, researchers found that regular consumption of fruit juice was associated with a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, especially in older adults. Whole fruits, on the other hand, showed the opposite effect. What this means for you is simple. Drinking a glass of orange juice may feel healthy, but it can create rapid blood sugar spikes that your arteries have to absorb and recover from. And over time, those repeated spikes can contribute to stiffness, reduced elasticity, and impaired circulation. But the next fruit on this list is even more deceptive. Number 2. Grapes. The second fruit to avoid is grapes, especially in large amounts. Now, grapes are often praised for containing resveratrol, a compound linked to heart health. And that's true. But what's rarely discussed is the sugar concentration in grapes. Grapes are one of the highest sugar fruits per serving. And because they are small and easy to eat, most people consume far more than they realize. A handful turns into several handfuls quickly. This creates a steady influx of sugar into the bloodstream. And after 60, your body's ability to manage that load is reduced. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers observed that high glycemic load diets, those that raise blood sugar quickly, were associated with increased arterial stiffness in older adults. And here's the problem. When arteries become stiff, they cannot expand and contract properly. Blood flow becomes less efficient. Pressure builds, and circulation begins to suffer. So while grapes contain beneficial compounds, their sugar load can outweigh the benefits if consumed in excess. And what comes next may surprise you even more. Number 3. Dried fruit. The third fruit to be cautious with is dried fruit. Dried apricots, raisins, dates. They're often marketed as convenient and healthy snacks, but drying fruit removes water and concentrates everything else, including sugar. This means that a small portion of dried fruit can contain the same sugar as multiple servings of fresh fruit. And because they are easy to snack on, portion sizes often go unnoticed. In older adults, this can lead to frequent blood sugar elevations throughout the day. And these repeated spikes contribute to what researchers call endothelial dysfunction. That's when the inner lining of your blood vessels becomes irritated and less responsive. In one study published in Nutrients, researchers found that diets high in rapidly absorbed sugars were associated with reduced endothelial function and increased inflammatory markers. What this means in real life is simple. Your arteries lose their ability to relax properly. Circulation becomes less smooth. And over time, this can contribute to fatigue, leg heaviness, and reduced endurance. But the fourth fruit on this list is one that most people never question. And before we move on to the next one, if this has already opened your eyes or helped you see your daily choices a little differently, take a moment to like this video. It tells me you want more simple, science-backed guidance like this, and it helps more people over 60 discover information that could genuinely improve how they feel every day. Now, the next one is where things start to get even more interesting. Number 4. Canned fruit in syrup. The fourth fruit to avoid, or at least limit, is canned fruit in syrup. Because while it may look like fruit, it is very different from what your body actually needs. Canned fruit often sits in heavy syrup. That syrup is essentially added sugar, and when combined with the fruit itself, it creates a double sugar load. This overwhelms your system. It increases blood glucose. It promotes inflammation, and it places additional strain on your vascular system. Even fruit canned in light syrup or juice can still carry significant sugar levels, especially when consumed regularly. In older adults, this can accelerate processes that damage blood vessels over time. So those are the 4 fruits, or fruit forms, you should be careful with after 60. But now comes the part most people never hear about. Because while some fruits can stress your system, others can actively support your arteries. They can improve blood flow, enhance vessel flexibility, and help your body function more efficiently. And the first one on this list is one of the most powerful. Number 1. Berries. The first fruit that supports your arteries is berries, especially blueberries. Because blueberries are rich in compounds called antioxidants. These are powerful antioxidants that directly support vascular health. They help reduce inflammation inside your blood vessels. They improve nitric oxide availability. And they support the flexibility of your arteries. In a clinical study published in the Journals of Gerontology, older adults who consumed blueberries daily showed improved endothelial function and better blood vessel responsiveness within weeks. What this means for you is simple. Your arteries can relax more easily. Blood flows more smoothly, and your circulation becomes more efficient. And the effect is not dramatic overnight. It is gradual, but powerful. Now, if you're finding this helpful so far, take a moment to subscribe, because small adjustments like these can quietly transform how your body feels over time. And the next fruit takes this even further. And if you know someone over 60 who still believes all fruits are automatically healthy, share this video with them. Because sometimes it's not about adding more. It's about avoiding the small daily mistakes that quietly weaken the body over time. You might help someone protect their circulation, feel lighter on their feet, and make choices that truly support their health. Number 2. Pomegranate. The second fruit that supports your arteries is pomegranate. Pomegranate is rich in polyphenols that protect the inner lining of your blood vessels. It helps reduce oxidative stress, and it supports nitric oxide production, the key molecule responsible for relaxing your arteries. In one study published in Atherosclerosis, researchers found that pomegranate juice consumption improved blood flow and reduced arterial plaque progression in older adults. But here's the key. It must be consumed in moderation. Whole pomegranate seeds are ideal. Small amounts of pure juice, not sweetened, can also be beneficial. What this means for you is improved circulation, better oxygen delivery, and potentially less stiffness in your arteries over time. But the next fruit works in a completely different way. Number 3. Apples. The third fruit that supports your arteries is apples. And the reason apples are so powerful is not what most people think. It's not just the vitamins, it's the fiber, especially a type called pectin. Pectin helps bind cholesterol in the digestive system. It supports gut health, and it plays a role in reducing inflammation throughout the body. In a study from Florida State University, older adults who consumed apples daily experienced reductions in LDL cholesterol and markers of inflammation over 6 months. What this means for you is less buildup in your arteries, better internal balance, and a more stable metabolic environment. And perhaps most importantly, apples help slow down sugar absorption, something your body needs more than ever after 60. But the final fruit on this list may be the most overlooked of all. Number 4. Avocado. The fourth fruit that supports your arteries is avocado. Now, technically, avocado is a fruit, but most people don't think of it that way. And what makes avocado so unique is that it contains almost no sugar. Instead, it provides healthy fats that support your vascular system. These fats help reduce inflammation. They support cell membranes. And they improve the flexibility of your blood vessels. In a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, diets rich in monounsaturated fats, like those found in avocado, were associated with improved endothelial function and reduced cardiovascular risk. What this means for you is stronger, more resilient arteries, better blood flow, and a more stable internal environment. And this matters more than most people realize. Because your body is not just aging, it is responding. Responding to what you give it. Responding to what you repeat every day. And when you make small, consistent changes, like choosing the right fruits, you begin to shift that response in your favor. And before we wrap up, I'd really like to hear from you. Which of these surprised you the most? And which one do you find yourself eating most often? Share it in the comments below, because your experience might help someone else recognize what's been affecting their health without even realizing it. If this video helped you understand which fruits may be quietly affecting your arteries after 60, then you've already taken an important step toward protecting your circulation. But here's what most people don't realize. Even if your arteries are healthy, your legs can still feel weak, heavy, or unstable. And in many cases, the cause is hiding in the same foods you eat every day. In my next video, over 60, seniors must avoid these fruits for stronger legs. I reveal the specific fruits that can silently drain your leg strength, disrupt muscle function, and reduce mobility over time, even if they seem healthy. And more importantly, I show you exactly what to replace them with, so your legs feel lighter, stronger, and more stable again. Watch that video now and start rebuilding your strength from the ground up.